So you might have noticed that your child might suddenly cry at really loud noises. So a reason for that might be due to their auditory sensitivities. So the sounds that they're hearing, it might be that the sounds are really, really loud, which can then mean that they're painful or they're a shock. If you try and think when we become frightened, so our flight sensation, we have that feeling of shock, but then our response to that when we're younger may well be that of crying. So when a child specifically hears a noise and responds by crying, and to you it might not seem like a loud or a scary noise, but to them, because of the way that their brain processes the frequencies of sound, so the vibrations, it can be painful to them, or it can be difficult for their brain to interpret into a meaningful response. So over time, our brain has to create pathways for all of our senses to be able to process effectively. So for that to happen, we have to have lots of experiences of auditory information, visual information, of all of our senses. So it might be that they're sensitive to sounds, so it might be that they feel more comfortable wearing ear defenders, especially in new environments where sounds can be unpredictable, and especially out in the community. Or it might be that the feeling, so the way that we hear is through vibration. So a lot of the time we actually feel something before we process the sound of hearing it. So it could be that someone's more sensitive to the feeling, so it might be the tactile, the vibration on their skin of sound, and they respond to that because, again, the way that their brain responds to that frequency in the sound could be that of not knowing how to respond to it, so their brain not realising how to process that feeling into a meaningful response.